Okay, so today we're going to be putting together the centre ankle, and today just happens to be the same day as Droidbuilders UK 2020, so we've got that live at the moment and we're actually being filmed live as part of the Zoom chat. So what I've done, I've laid out in front of us all the parts that go together for the centre ankle. We'll go through each of those details and then we'll get James and Tyler, who are back helping again, to assemble it. And then we'll get into just loosely put the skins on, and then likewise I'll get James and Tyler, they're going to go off and play while I glue it all together with the ME and the PPE on place. So let's have a quick run through of all the bits and pieces and then we'll get into the assembly. Okay, good job. Thumbs up. Okay, so these are all the parts that we've got laid out in front of us here just for the centre ankle. Now if anybody has already built the legs, then the actual assembly of the centre ankle is exactly the same, except for you're going to be obviously building up both sides. So some of the hardware that we're going to be using, obviously all of this comes as part of the kit. The two things that you are going to need to buy is a couple of dowel nuts, and they're a 10mm diameter and a 16mm long, and then I use these which have got a flat top on the top of them, so that when you're screwed in, they're nice and flush inside the droid. And again, that's a 6mm thread inside there, and they're 50mm long, just to make sure you've got enough purchase as it goes right the way down into the actual centre ankle. These will be epoxied in place just to stop them rotating. Okay, so we're going to put the actual the mounting hardware into the centre ankle. So if you click that one piece in there, and you do the same with that one. Okay. Struggle it. There we go. That's it. And then we'll just lie that on top of there. So those two pieces are going to be captured within the ankle. So what we're doing now is start building up the next two parts. Now this piece is going to be your outer part, so put that to one side, and then if you can put that piece on top of there. Tyler, you do the same on that one, on this piece. So you put one on. That's it. That's it. And you put that one on top. Okay, and then we'll turn it over. I'm going to do the same on the other side.
This is right.
Okay, so this is the part where we're going to start needing to use quite a few clamps to clamp it all together, but for the moment, because we're just offering it all up, we'll put top piece over there, turn it over, and put the next piece on, just like that. Right, now if I hold it, can you put a clamp on that side?
That's easy.
Got it? Okay, and James, if you can put a clamp on that side. Okay, so that'll nice and snug, and now we've got quite a solid ankle that's there. So it's now getting into the detail parts. And you look at these pieces, you'll notice there are two which are shorter. So that's the order that they're going to go in to give you the curve. So James, you can put that one in the middle, that middle slot there, right over down there. So down that way. And this one. There we go. And then that one, Tyler. It's up to you which side you put it in, either that one or that one. That one. Then James, put the last one on. Okay. Now the next part which locks them all in together are these. So if you can slide that down the middle part there. That's it. There you go. Go on, give it a good wiggle. There we go. That's the angle. And James, if you click that one on the top there. Just give it a shove down. So that's those locked in place now. Now there's a side piece which goes on and they just clip into the sides. Right. What we'll do, turn it all over and do the same on the other side. So one on the middle piece. Turn it on. Tricky. Right, here we go. On that one. Turn it over.
This one.
That's it. I'll do this side. So it was reaching over. And then we got middle piece. You want to slide down? Just move it over a touch. That's it. There you go. There you go. There we go. And then Tyler, click the top one.
Key. Where is this going?
Right. So that's the main structure done. What we need to do now is just put on these side pleats. Clip in there. Keep going as soon as you put it on it. Same on the other side. Okay, so the only parts that are left to do now is actually skinning the outside of it. The only part that we do need to clip on now is this piece, which has got a cutout on the back of it, and that just aligns with these little lugs which are on the back of here. And then there's this piece which has got the chamfered section on the back. The next part will be skinning the sides, round the front, and then you've got these strips which just go underneath the curvature here. But until it's all glued together, we can't really do that. So that's it for Tyler and James. Thanks to the two helpers for today who've been part of Droidbuilders UK 2020, and hopefully this time next year we'll be actually at Droidbuilders and we'll be doing some more building. So see you now, everyone, bye. Okay, so I've stripped it all back down again now, and it's time to glue it all together. It's now quite firmly clamped in place, and the other thing that I've done is I've used a little bit of a glue just to hold the dowel bolts in place, because if they spin after you've taken the nuts out, then it's going to find it particularly difficult to get them to align again. So they've just had a shot of Gorilla Glue just to hold them in place, which I find is more than adequate. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is obviously get the PPE back on, and I'll bond all the way around the outside, just let the capillary action draw the ME in there, and that'll be enough of a bond on them. And then I'll put the central ribs in place and build up the ankle on one side, then flip it over and do the other side. Okay. Okay, so this is all bonded up now, pretty solid. We're just going to look how to skin it next. It does need a little bit of work in that a lot of these corners are square, and obviously we're going to skin it to give it a rounded edge. So we just need to flatten them off with a file. Doesn't take a great deal, and just use the contour of the part that's below it just to get this guide. This piece needs a bit more ME to hold it in place, so I'll glue that back on again in a second, but just as a tester to see, as long as you're not seeing any folds or creases in the corner, a little bit more off on that one. And then likewise, these side pieces are going to be skinned. They'll be covered up, so it doesn't need to be super flush, but just file over that. And then these pieces here, that's going to be curved, so just take the corner off there. Okay, the next part for skinning it. These parts obviously go over here. You've got two side pieces, and then you've also got the piece that goes underneath here. The kit also includes a strip that goes under the bottom. Unfortunately, this is a demo kit, and there isn't one available with this one, but there will be with the kit that you're assembling. I'm going to put ME over all the parts, stretch it in place, and then hold it in place.
Unless you walk around like that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like I say, my feet, so I still play with it at the moment anyway. The old like karate shoe with the shoe over the top, purely because I can feel the floor and all the imperfections on the floor.
James Alexander.
Okay, so all I've done now is just stuck the other side of the skin down there, and that's pretty much it finished. We just sand back the edges around here, and also these side pieces here, we just sand them back so it's flush. That's ready to bolt on. Good job. 2, 1, tickle! 3, 2, 1.